Marcus and welcome back to KTV Network. Today I'm reacting to Hypnotic Nexus mods caught massive cover-up as company is forced to admit they make political based bans. I mean biased. Hello, biased bans. Yeah, pretty much. All right, let's see what he has to say. Let's watch. I saw news of this yesterday. I was like, ooh. Now y'all admitting to it. I use based mods. I don't know what else is out there, but you know, the more competition, the more we keep these efforts on their toes. So
a follow-up to the video that I made from Nexus mods talking about the Type 1 and Type 2 male and female body mod that is in Oblivion Remaster. And this particular mod has been a hot topic of controversy, obviously, you know, for obvious reasons. And at this point now, Nexus mods has claimed that the mod is not against their community guidelines and that the reason why they took it down was because of their issue with the actual uploader himself and not the mod itself. That is the PR spin that they're trying to do right now. However, I have another screenshot that is being shared around on their website as from someone who got banned for uploading the mod and causing no controversy other than to just upload the mod. It seems they got banned for reasons that have absolutely nothing to do with the mod, and it goes to show that Nexus mods really does want to do everything they possibly can to stop these mods from existing.
Wow.
So let's get into this video, guys. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm as we are on our way to 90,000 subscribers. So now, guys, listen, we talked about this yesterday, and when it comes to Nexus mods, it's pretty clear that they are going to do everything they can to protect progressive ideology, because this is really what this website does throughout their entire history. We have seen them do this with the Spider-Man, you know, pride flags when they turned it into American flags.
Yes.
They banned that for supposed bigotry. They do all of these things and then claim as if it's not a big deal and that they're totally politically neutral. I want to remind you.
I remember that. I didn't approve of that. Why can't we have an American flag? We live here. You released the game here. Why can't we have that? Why can't we have our own mod specific to us? That's
guys, in the original post that was here from Pickysaurus, who is a community manager over there, they said the following: there has been a lot of speculation and misinformation regarding the removal of the original upload. And to keep in mind, after a thorough review, they said that the content of the mod itself does not violate their community guidelines. So for them, they took down the mod because of the person and not the mod. So that brings us back to here. Now, this account is a totally different account. This account is called Ultra Pouring, and it says that Ultra Pouring has been banned from Nexus mods for violating our community rules. Here is the reason, and this is the greatest part because it shows that Nexus mods is a site that is ran by ideological psychopaths. And as much as they want to claim as if they are politically neutral, when you look at the reasoning for their bans, you will realize that it just comes down to my feelings were hurt and I wanted to ban the person because I thought they were being mean. The reason says hosting an intentionally antagonistic mod with an intention to evade the rules. The mod altered the body types in the Oblivion remake from 1 and 2 to male and female, while the modification itself is not
because that's science. XXXY. Fuck's wrong with you? Excuse me for cursing.
Apparently a problem. The intention of the author is the problem. How are you gonna
like y'all want to throw all these like, oh, trust the science fucking sayings in our faces, but not follow the science when it comes to man and woman? Shut the hell up. Here you go.
Oh my God, bro. So they say that the mod is not a problem. They say that their mod does not go against their community guidelines. But then they are trying to find any excuse to ban the mod and blaming the people who are uploading the mod as to the reason why the mod for some reason keeps getting banned. So what happens if somebody were to upload this mod on Nexus mods and say absolutely nothing?
5 minutes later.
And they are advertising themselves like crazy, and I think you should check them out amongst other websites as well. So let's continue. It says that when a user reported that they have archived the mod on a website dedicated to archiving TOS breaking content on Nexus mods and other modding websites with a particular focus on bigotry. And again, once they use words like bigotry, you already know these people where they ideologically stand. It's so obvious at this fucking point. I don't know why anybody is listening to anything Nexus mods has to say. Every time they put out a statement regarding something controversial, it's always the same BS. So like, we're totally politically neutral. We don't take sides, but it's your fault as to why this happened because you're a bigot. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, you totally don't take sides. Sure. But anyway, it says in other modding websites with a particular focus on bigotry, the author replied, awesome, thanks for picking up on my intentions. From our file submission guidelines, files that remove gender identity, including pronouns from a game that have been intentionally put in place by a game developer when the removal was clearly to be divisive or cause hostility within the community or marginalize specific groups. So again, guys, this particular guideline right here tells you exactly where Nexus mod stands. And if they put out a statement and they try to claim that they are politically neutral, just take this screenshot and go send it to Nexus mods, where they specifically state exactly what you need in order for them to realize that they're not politically neutral. We already know that. And they are going to continue to do this because, it's my private company and they're going to continue to make their decisions that they've been making for the last couple of years. I don't really care what they say. I don't really care what statement they come up with. They have decided to make their reasons known, and people need to realize it. Stop utilizing Nexus mods. They are not the only modding website out there. There are a multitude of modding websites out there. And like I said, some of them even comment on my videos. DEG Mods is one of them. So consider checking out those websites because you never have to deal with this nonsense, these BS, this absolute PR spin that they're trying to put on this. They are trying to supposedly protect marginalized groups by removing this mod. This mod doesn't do anything to those groups. That is the entire point of a mod for a single-player game. There is no way that those people will be affected unless they themselves download the mod and install it on their single-player game.
Like,
and at that point, you would wonder, why would they do that?
Exactly.
Only for them to claim marginalization later down the line. It only affects the person who is installing the mod. If this change is supposedly not a big deal, then it really shouldn't be a big deal for people to mod their single-player game the way that they want to. It affects you literally zero. I can understand if it was a multiplayer game, then we can have a totally different conversation. But when it comes to a single-player game, a single-player RPG, you should have the rights to mod your video game the way that you want on the PC platform. There is no reason for it not to exist. And if you try to claim that the actual change of Type 1 and Type 2 is not a big deal, then you open yourselves up to the criticism of, well, it's not a big deal for us to change it back then, right? Right? It shouldn't be that big of a deal. It should actually just be something really simple. And most normal people are going to treat it like that. But you can clearly see for these people who say it's not a big deal, that it's actually one of the biggest things to them in their lives. Then they leave references, and they say below are links to where the infractions took place. Where relevant, some links may point to hidden, deleted, or restricted content. They can only be accessed by moderators. So again, ladies and gentlemen, it's very clear where Nexus Mods stands. This person was banned by somebody called Bellcube. This member received 0 formal warnings before their ban. So wait. So they received 0 warnings.
No
wow.
warnings?
I'm like completely blown away right now. So not only are you guys lying about not banning mods that are against progressive ideology, but now you are banning people without any warning whatsoever because they hurt your feelings. What the hell are we doing here?
I bet you Bellcube is a cube. I bet you he is.
Nexus Mods
or she or they
is a trash website, and they have clearly made themselves known for a long time. And every single time they do something stupid like this, we talk about it because more people need to realize that Nexus Mods is not necessary to your modding life. If you are a modder and you are using Nexus Mods, there's really no reason for you to be doing so. There are a multitude of other websites that are being utilized more and more every single day. And before you know it, Nexus Mods is going to be completely irrelevant. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe.
I wonder how long it'll take them to, because I saw Spider-Man 2 mod with the pretty MJ. I wonder how long it's going to take them to remove that mod, because they're so against pretty and male and female, just anything factual. So is Bellcube going to take it down? But we'll see what happens, because it looks like their destruction is near. They're just regretting a lot of shit. They're regretting it. But their self-destruction is near. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Let me know what other gaming videos you want me to react to. Like and subscribe if you thought become a view today. And I'll see you guys in the live streams. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.